look at all that rust. It's super rusty, flaking off. I'm just breathing in rust. Look at it all back there. You could lick those springs. Hello everyone, Andy here, welcome back to the channel. So I'm sat here with my rear wheel off, and basically what I wanted to try and do is this weekend is I wanted to try and tackle both sort of rear wheel arches and the wheels themselves, give them as much TLC as I can with the products that I've got. So I'm taking them off, I'm trying to remove rust, I'm going to give it a full wash, foam it, sort of try and decontaminate the arches, try and put some rust protection on those areas, give the alloys a properly good clean, and the idea is I'm doing this before it has its paint job. So without further ado, let's show you what they look like. Yes, they actually are in quite a bad state. So literally just jacked the car up, taken the wheels off, and yeah, as you can see, the camera's probably picking it up. Look at all that rust. Now I know a lot of that's probably sort of surface rust. I'm gonna use my brushes and whatnot, and I'm gonna try and clean them up as best I can. And then I'm also going to use, just for now, I'm going to use some of this direct to rust Hammerite spray paint just to protect them and obviously make them look better. But the one thing that does worry me is this. Now, look at this, like little bits like that are actually, it's like a whole coating is flaking off. Let's have a look. Yeah, this whole bit is flaking off. I mean, I guess the car, it's getting on now, 2006. Underneath, doesn't look massively too bad. That mount there looks pretty rusted to hell. There's a few spots here underneath where the toe is, so again I'm going to scrub that, brush it as much as I can, use some of that direct to rust spray paint for now, clean up the exhaust. You can see the other part there. If the camera will adjust, but yeah, this doesn't look, again, there's quite a lot of surface rust along here. The middle actually is alright, then you get back over towards the other wheel and yeah, it's super rusty again. And once it's all clean, I'll just do a little bit of a touch up because there's a couple of little, looks like some sort of stone chips there, but the calipers have actually withstood really well in like, what, 2 years since I've done them. I think I did a really good job. Look at that. I've not even cleaned the car here and they are shiny. So they've actually withstood the test of time really well. So if you want to watch how I did them, there'll be a link in the top of the video there. Click that and watch how I spray painted them. Right, let's just set the camera, maybe do a little bit of a time lapse showing myself cleaning the back wheel arches. I'm just breathing in rust. Just wanted to do a very quick sort of disclaimer that this is not going to be a sort of, long-term future restoration. I am basically just giving it some TLC with what I've got. But I mean, just look, that is all the surface kind of rust. There's a little bit of crap in there from the floor, but overall that is a hell of a lot of surface rust that has come from all parts of this rear axle. As you can see there, they were really bad. But yeah, I've tried and scrubbed as much as I can. I know, as you can see, there's still rust on there. I've basically just removed the surface rust, but now what I want to do is give it all a good foam, decontaminate it, dry it, give it a wipe down, spray it, protect it, and hopefully it should look a lot better and just last for you know, maybe the next year, 2 years, maybe 3 years at the most. And then what I want to do is eventually, when I do all the other mods that I want to do, I'm going to get all this replaced with nice new stuff. Hopefully if I can get a new axle, that'd be great. If not, I'll try and get one in better condition, maybe full restore it. And the same with these mounts as well. They are solid, so that's good. So I'll just make them look better, protect them so that they last a lot longer. And yeah, in the future maybe I'll just try and get this all fully done so it's like brand new. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out in case people are watching this and thinking, well, you've not done a proper job. That's the reason why. Right, so here we go. We're going to get started. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to, even while it's dry, you know, not jet washing it, I'm going to put some of this magma on. I've never used it before, so it'll be interesting to see if it does remove any sort of fallout on the inside. I've got a bucket there with some hot soapy water, so I'm going to spray this on. I'm going to foam it all, give it a good scrub, jet wash it off, and then I'll see where we are. Doesn't smell as bad as the Hynex that I've used before, but I can see it is doing something. I can see that this metal has actually gone like a bit of a dark purple. I can see all on the exhaust at the back there where all this kind of tar is, that is bleeding, and all around here as well I can see it is reducing the tar. Look at all that fallout and the dirt. The snow foam is doing a really good job. Look at it all back there. Giving it a really good foam inside and out. So yeah, it's doing its job. I was at it, God, look at all that foam. Thought I'd give the wheels a properly good clean as well. Decontaminate them, loads of fallout remover, loads of soap. I'll give them a rinse and then I'll put some ceramic spray on them, maybe some of the ceramics foam. Yeah, just getting the car as good as I can get it really. It's not looking too shabby at the moment. Can you hear that? That is squeaky clean. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to mask up, and I've got some card as well. Just mask up the areas I don't want to get all this rust stuff onto. Okay, so like an absolute numpty, I didn't have the camera recording, so I'm going to do this side now. The arches are both done. Try and just show you them as well as I can. But yeah, pretty happy really with the results. I give myself, you know, it's like about an 8 out of 10 actually. They're not perfect. But let's have a look if you can get a bit closer. They've all, it's quite hard for the camera to focus. There. So obviously it looks really rough, but the whole thing, zoom in a little bit as well. But yeah, the whole thing has had a coating. So it's obviously been, you know, thoroughly decontaminated and cleaned. And I'm actually going to replace all of these little star fixing clamp sort of things. The carpets have come out pretty well. They could probably do some sort of like carpet protector, but you know, everything has had a thorough clean. And I've tried to sort of even protect back here as well, like this. This has all been done as well. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's really nice and clean, and it has got some protection on, which is good. I've tidied up. There is a little bit of a difference here, but the camera makes it look a lot worse than it was. Eventually, I would actually like to get brand new calipers, fully refurbished, smoothed and powder coated to look mint. But again, like back here, this looks really good now. This was probably actually one of the worst areas, and the whole way under, so all of that has been fully painted. Just get down underneath. Again, fully cleaned, all painted and sprayed, and everything, like literally, you know, you could lick those springs. They are totally clean. I've put a little bit of this ceramic spray on them, a little bit of ceramic spray on everything actually. I mean, like, look at those brake hoses. How nice did they look now? Properly nice, bright red again. So the wheels are there. They've had a really good thorough clean. Again, I've actually put a little bit of this stuff. So this is what I've been using, this new ceramic spray. So I've put some of that on the inside and the outside. I've given them a coat of tyre shine, but I'm actually going to do another coat, because as you can see, like towards the bottom, it's still drying, but the top has dried and it's gone sort of dull, so I want to give it another coat just to really make them pop. Let me just show you actually. That's the insides. Don't look too shabby. Just show you this side as well. So again, you know, it's pretty good. You know, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I did say to you, you know, this is not a full restoration. It is just using products that I had in the house, in the shed, just to make it as good as I can for the time being. And eventually I would love to have, you know, brand new ones of these made and welded in. Whole new rear axle would be mint. But you know, and even the calipers, again, I've touched these up. The camera does make them look a lot worse than they do in person, the colour. But it's just a little bit of a touch up because they were badly, a couple of bad stone chips on them. Yeah, I mean, this is looking, I'll pop it up on screen actually just to show you again how bad this area did look. And then if you actually look now, it's looking pretty good actually. It's looking quite nice and shiny. And also, if you can tell, like I spot the difference, the rear mud flaps have gone. Now I've kept the front ones just because I want to make sure that when the car is painted I don't want any stone chips going down the side of the car, and they really do help. But you know what, I've never really liked the look of the rear ones because they don't really go with the curve of the rear arch. They kind of end up bowing a little bit, but just because of all the fixing points, they do sag over time. They didn't look very good. They weren't perfectly straight. They were really dirty, even though I tried to polish them and stuff. So I've actually just got rid of them. I'm going to go for a cleaner look because, to be honest, I want to look at doing other things to the car to obviously make it look a little bit more aggressive. And I don't mind if some dirt goes up the back of the side of the back of the car, as long as it just doesn't go down the side. And you know, I'm going to keep those ones to prevent stone chips. Right, I've talked way too much now. I think towards the end of this video you all got the idea, didn't you? But thanks everyone who has stuck around and actually watched the whole of the video. Let me know in the comments below what you actually think of what I have done. But I think if you look at it right now, again, I will just show up what it did look like before. I am pretty happy with how that is looking. Again, you know, if I run my finger on inside this arch, it is clean. It is really, really clean, and everything has had a nice bit of protection, something to prevent more rust from happening. So yeah, really happy with what I've done in the end. But yeah, comment below on what you think. Maybe actually what would be nice to do is if you do know where you can either get new ones of these. To be honest, I'm guessing not. I'm guessing a body shop will actually have to, you know, get rid of these and put new ones in place. But the rear axle is, you know, it obviously looks better now, but it is in a bad state. I know that underneath all that spray that there is a lot of surface rust, and there could be internal rust going on there. You know, it's quite an old car now, it's a 2006, and I know that the rear axle can be an issue, prone to rust on the inside. So, you know, one of these things that I would love to get. I would love to get a new one. Can you get them brand new, whether it's OEM or some other manufacturer? Please put in the comments below with links or where to go to or who to talk to about getting a new one of them, because I'd love to price up one. So apologies if the end of this video is a bit too long. I do waffle on sometimes, but you know, I'm kind of talking to the camera. Sometimes it feels a bit weird. And you know, I am talking to my viewers, so hopefully they do enjoy the video. Thumbs up if you do give me a like, that's fantastic. Any new followers, hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to keep up to date with future videos. There's going to be a lot of mods coming this way. This video may go live probably before the paint reveal for the new look on the car, so it would be awesome for you to stick around and have a look at what is to come. So thanks all for watching, see you again soon, bye.